Thank you for choosing Maisha Television. We are dedicated to inform and educate our viewers. Maisha Prime News begins now here on Maisha Television, and it is my pleasure to have you on board for the bold, authoritative and incisive bulletin. Well, the whole editorial team has been working on various stories to bring you up to speed. Here are the top stories. Tonight,
na kuongelesha na heshima, tunakupatia siku 7 uapologize kwa jamii ya Muluya. Hauwezi simama mahali kule Bungoma tena ukaenda Trans Nzoia kwa mkutano ukaita waziri wa defense kijana kutoka jamii ya Waluya ati huyo kijana Eugene Wamalwa ni mwanamke. Hiyo tutakubali.
Also tonight,
an incident has just happened here. It is the second incident in this particular place. The person we know who is responsible for this is one of the candidates for governor. He is acting in collaboration with other gubernatorial candidates.
Plus,
and I want to warn the contractors without any fear of contradiction that those classrooms and labs must be completed on schedule, because we are the ones in government now and we want to be accountable to ourselves.
welcome on board. My name is Sharon Chepchumba. Now, on to our first political story. The Azimio la Umoja One Kenya coalition pitched camp in Nairobi County on Sunday after finalizing their week-long charm offensive at the coast. Azimio presidential candidate Raila Odinga, who led the team, drum up support for Azimio candidates in the city, calling on the residents to only back candidates affiliated to the outfit. Odinga also rallied the residents to come out in large numbers to vote in for Azimio team come August 9th. Junior with more.
Azimio la Umoja One Kenya coalition, led by its presidential flag bearer Raila Odinga, pitched camp in Nairobi County on Sunday after finalizing their week-long charm offensive at the coast. The caravan pitched camp in several Nairobi sub-counties of Lang'ata, Kibera, Ruaraka, Mathare, Roysambu, Kasarani, and before concluding their campaigns in Embakasi Central.
Nataka mjitokeze mweneze hiyo injili kila mahali. Hii Kibera ni bedroom yangu. Sivyo? Sitaki kuona kitu kingine hapo.
The Azimio team started the Nairobi tour on Saturday in Dagoretti South, through Dagoretti North to Westlands, Starehe, Kamukunji, Makadara, Embakasi East, and wrapped up in Embakasi West.
Tumeelewana vizuri. Hata uchukuzi wa taka, uchukuzi wa vio na kila kitu itakuwa sawa sawa. Ili Nairobi Kibera iwe safi. Mali safi sawa.
Azimio presidential candidate Raila Odinga, who led the team, drummed up support for Azimio candidates in the city, calling on the residents to only back candidates affiliated to the outfit.
Igathe hawa watu wakikupatia kura zao uwe gavana wa Nairobi. Hatutaki kuja hapa kuona taka tena. Tunataka ufanye mipango. Wale wanaishi hapa unaona wamejaribu, wako na nyumba zao nzuri za kuishi, lakini mazingira ni duni. Serikali ya Azimio itafanya bidii kuona ya kwamba mazingira yenu imebadilika.
Odinga also rallied the residents to come out in large numbers to vote in for the Azimio team come 9th August.
Sisi tuko tayari kumenyana na wale wengine wanaitwa Kenya kwisha. Juzi wanasema tio Raila anaogopa, anaona tunamshinda. Nasema unafikiri jamaa anaweza kunishinda? Anaweza. Niwaambie sasa, wewe toa watu yako uwanjani na mimi nitoe yangu, tuonane ana kwa ana. Mko tayari? Sio kazi ya kusukuma wheelbarrow. Mmekataa wheelbarrow? Wangapi mmekataa wheelbarrow? Nione hapa. Mbia Ruto wheelbarrow peleka Sugoi. Apeleke wapi? Apeleke wapi?
Raila also promised to adopt a policy of recognition of prior learning certification program to award certificates to artisans, craftsmen and technicians who have obtained skills and knowledge through apprenticeship and work experience to enhance their employment opportunities by empowering their efforts.
Yeah, amesahau ati aliahidi watoto laptop ndani ya miezi 6, sio? Sasa wale watoto ambao aliahidi laptop wamemaliza darasa ya 12. Anawapatia wheelbarrow. Na inatakana wawe digitali. Je, hiyo ni ungwana kweli? Sio ni ujinga? Ahadi ambayo sisi tunapeana ni yale ambayo tayari imeshaangaliwa na wataalamu wetu. Wataalamu wameangia sema hii gharama yake ni pesa hii. Kwa mfano ile pesa tunasema tuwapatia wale maskini. Tunajua tayari jamii maskini ni milioni 2.
Several leaders, including Raila's presidential running mate Martha Karua, urged the residents to vote for Azimio to salvage the country from various problems in health sector, agriculture, business, and help end corruption in the country.
Baba amenena, lakini tuelewe zile ahadi ametoa haziwezi fanyika bila kupambana vilivyo na wizi wa mali ya umma, ufisadi na matumishi mbaya. Hiyo ni kazi baba amesema katika Azimio tutapambana na wafisadi wote. Mkipatia wanyakuaji wa ardhi amri, watachukua hii kiwanja yenu. Mkiwapatia idhini, hata pesa yetu watakula yote, tuendelee na njaa. Kama unataka maisha yako ibadilike, kinara ni moja tu anaweza badilisha Kenya, na sio mwingine, ni Raila Amolo Odinga na ile timu yake yote ya Azimio ambayo iko na wale wamepigania Kenya kwa maisha yao yote.
For Maisha Prime, Maisha Television, Ambushabe Jr.
Still in politics, Kenya Kwanza team continued with their campaigns in Kiambu County on Sunday with series of tours in different trading centers within the county. The Alliance presidential candidate Dr. William Ruto led the campaign trail, accompanied by a number of county gubernatorial hopefuls. Earlier, the team attended a church service at the Joy in Christ Fellowship Church in Gachororo in Juja constituency. Rida Chebet with more.
Gachororo Moriega. Juja, Bwana Yesu asifiwe.
Kenya Kwanza presidential candidate William Samoei Ruto on Sunday championed his 2022 campaign rally in Kiambu County.
Nauliza nyinyi watu wa Gachororo, tarehe 9 mwezi wa 8, mumejipanga ama mnangojea kupangwa? Mumejipanga? Mumejipanga? Mumekataa kupangwa? Mutajipanga wenyewe?
Ruto's dream of succeeding His Excellency President Uhuru Kenyatta come August 9th general election has been manifested day by day after touring different counties preaching his bottom-up manifesto.
Tunabadilisha uchumi, tupunguze gharama ya maisha.
Addressing the residents, Ruto promised to overhaul the Kenya Police Service within 100 days if he is elected president in the August polls. DP Ruto, who was speaking in Gochororo, Juja on Sunday, said the Kenya Kwanza government will restore dignity of the police service. Among the smattering of changes that the second-in-command promised was a review of the police salary. According to the DP, under Kenya Kwanza, the police service will be professional and will not be used to do politics but to ensure security for all.
The misuse of our security agencies for political reasons will come to a stop. Our policemen and women will do their professional service. We are going to provide them with the equipment. We are going to provide them with the necessary capacity. We are going to provide them with the necessary training. And we are going to pay them well so that they can secure our country. It is the only way we can grow our economy. It is the only way our children can go to work and our farmers can go to their farms and our businesses can do their business and grow the economy of our country.
Earlier, the DP, accompanied by his Kenya Kwanza allies, among them is running mate Rigathi Gachagua, Gatundu South Member of Parliament Moses Kuria, and Speaker JB Muturi, attended a church service at the Joy Christ in Juja, Kiambu County.
Tunaomba pia ya kwamba muombe taifa letu tuwe na uchaguzi wa amani. Sote tunataka fanye. We want to have an unprecedented election. An election that we are going to vote is going to be peaceful, and all of us will submit to the will of the people of Kenya and make our country move to the next level.
During the slew of Sunday rallies that followed the church service, DP Ruto said his government will set aside 200 billion shillings to boost industrialization to battle Kenya's warring unemployment.
Mimi nataka niwaambie mambo matatu. Kwanza, tumesema kama Kenya Kwanza tunaanza kwa kubadilisha uchumi wa Kenya. Wale wenzetu, wale tunashindana na wao, wanasema wanakuja kubadilisha katiba, wajiongezee vyeo, wajiongezee mamlaka. Sisi tumewaambia wangoje kwanza tubadilishe uchumi, wananchi wafaidike. Na tumesema mambo matatu. Ya kwanza,
who accompanied Ruto hitting out to their main challenger Raila Amolo Odinga, while others criticized President Uhuru Kenyatta's involvement in the succession race.
Siku ile Uhuru Kenyatta alikuwa anahitaji mwanaume wa kusimama na yeye. Kitendawili alisimama na yeye. Yule mama Karua alisimama na yeye. Si ndio walikuwa wanatupangia tutupelekwe Hague? Hawa saa hizi na utapeli ati wanajifanya ndio marafiki ya Uhuru Kenyatta. Ni utapeli, si utapeli. Kama Uhuru Kenyatta angefungwa siku ile, hawa watu wangekuwa wanaongea nini saa hizi? Si wangekuwa wanaongea mambo mengine? Mimi nawauliza, msikubali hawa watu watudanganye, kwa sababu hawa ni fisi wamevalia ngozi ya mbuzi.
Ile tu tumemuuliza kwa heshima, kama wale watu tumekuwa tukifanya na yeye tangu 2002, ni kwamba aachie sisi sasa, na hasa amwachie William Samoei Ruto hii mzee akitendawili apeleke nyumbani asubuhi kwa kura zenu nyinyi watu wa Gatundu.
Alinisaidia mimi nikaingia bunge, akasaidia rais wetu, sio safari moja, sio safari mbili, safari 3 kuchaguliwa. Ni mtu mzuri ama sio mtu mzuri? Ni mtu mzuri ama sio mtu mzuri? Najua kuna watu wanaeneza propaganda ati sisi zote watu wa Gatundu hatuna shukrani. Ni kweli ama si kweli? Sisi ni watu wa shukrani.
Shida ya cost of living, shida ya chakula bei kuwa juu Kenya hii, hiyo shida ililetwa na serikali ya handshake wakati waliachana na Big Four agenda, wakaachana na mambo ya food security ambayo ilikuwa agenda ya Uhuru Kenyatta na William Ruto. And therefore you cannot be the providers of solutions of the problems that you have inflicted on the people of Kenya.
Na tungetaka kuhakikishia machifu ya kwamba serikali mpya William Samoei Ruto haitatumia machifu vibaya. Machifu watafanya kazi vile katiba inasema ya kushughulikia mambo ya raia na sio kazi ya chief kufanya mambo ya siasa.
For Maisha Prime, Maisha Television, I'm Rida Kering Chebet.
Harambee!
Civil society groups have welcomed the decision by the Independent Electoral and Boundaries Commission (IEBC) to reject list of nominees by political parties. The groups call on political parties to adhere to the constitution and stop using nomination to reward their political cronies. IEBC has rejected and returned the nomination list to the political parties.
IEBC is spot on the party lists, and therefore we are asking political parties, particularly as a center for multi-party democracy, that you cannot come to justice with unclean hands. This is one election that we are noticing the highest misuse of public resources. We have a deputy president who is a key candidate in this election, and we have a president who has afforded a second candidate the incumbency by virtue of a president supporting a candidate.
Trust is of importance. So if we are all well equipped in terms of information and skills on what is going to take place during the 9th August, I mean, we will all be a witness of this important exercise that is going to happen in 2022.
The endorsement of Migori gubernatorial candidate Ochilo Oyako by the Suba Council of Elders was interrupted on Saturday after an identified person lobbed tear gas at the crowd at Kababu ground in Suba West Sub-County. The incident happened when Ayako had just concluded his address after the coronation exercise led by Suba Council of Elders, Japhet Riogi. The meeting, however, continued a few minutes after the interruption. Ayako condemned the act, claiming it was sponsored by his competitor, and called on the police to probe the incident.
An incident has just happened here. It is the second incident in this particular place. The person we know who is responsible for this is one of the candidates for governor. He is acting in collaboration with other gubernatorial candidates. This cowardly act is one that we are taking immediately to the police, and we are asking the police to take immediate action.
And now to matters education. Education Cabinet Secretary George Magoha has asked contractors to ensure that they complete the construction of CBC classrooms and laboratories on time. Speaking at St. John's Alupe Secondary School in Busia County, the CS noted that contractors tasked with completing the second phase of CBC classroom construction was slow in their execution and warned contractors they risk not being paid unless they complete the work.
Commission tens of them. So it is quite obvious then that our target of 3,500 classrooms for the second phase is going to be completed on schedule, and that our handing over notes will have the 10,000 plus classrooms that His Excellency the President promised. And I want to warn the contractors without any fear of contradiction that those classrooms and labs must be completed on schedule, because we are the ones in government now and we want to be accountable to ourselves and to our children.
All right, let's take a short commercial break. More news coming up.
A strong woman knows she has strength enough for the journey. But a woman of strength knows it is in the journey where she will become strong. Join Irene Mumbo Bushebi and Rida Kering on Prime Women Talk every every Wednesday from 8 p.m. exclusive to MTV.
Good morning.
Good afternoon.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Is live at Hammersmith.
Barcelona is live from Damascus.
We're on the doorstep. For Maisha TV.
For Maisha Prime News, Maisha Television.
For Maisha Prime News, Maisha Television.
Trusted news, trusted sources, trusted dissemination of information.
Protect by all available means our territory.
Parliament must be careful.
Maisha Prime News, Monday to Friday at 8 p.m. Trusted, unbiased, authoritative. The stage is set. The time is now. Credible news. It is Prime News. Only on Maisha TV. Prepare for the beast. Informative, authoritative, unbiased. Welcome to Maisha News.
Engineering jobs can now also be found widely in the computer engineering, software engineering, nanotechnology, mechatronics, and many more.
Engineering tips in association with Bushangala Technical Institute Kakamega. Send an SMS quickly with your name, type of course, KCSE or KCPE min grade, postal or email address, desired intake, phone number and your ID to 0721 2801 80 or 0726 800561. Write to the principal, PO Box 2227 5100 Kakamega. Visit us online on www.bushangalatechnical.ac.ke. Exams are carried out by the Kenya National Examination Council. Bushangala Technical Institute Kakamega, Center of Excellence.
Do you believe in forever?
I followed my heart and it led me to her. I have fallen in love. Do you understand me? I have fallen in love.
So you're in love. You say you're in love.
In a love story of two people from two different worlds.
You don't want me to work, do you? You never wanted it.
Nagme.
Am I to sit at home all day long, waiting for you to come home while I watch the children? Is that it?
Of course, and I want them too.
You know what? Maybe we're not the right people for each other. Maybe what I want is something you can't give me.
Nagme, that's enough. Nagme!
How can the heart tell that someone must be the one?
Oh, please save my daughter. Do something good for once in your life. You must accept her as Eshter's second wife. And save my daughter.
For anyone who has loved the first time, one always believes it is bound to last a lifetime.
Now that nobody is doing anything, I guess I'll have to do what it takes. Better you die than be my daughter.
No! Ah! Help me!
Don't run!
Help me! Somebody stop!
In a love story of two people from two different worlds.
What happened? Tell me.
Is it true what I've heard? Was that girl your girlfriend? And did you sleep with her as well?
I wanted to tell you, but I didn't want to make you upset.
Don't you touch me.
You are mine. Every Saturday and Sunday on Maisha TV at 6 p.m. It is a a season of seriousness, and only the serious presenters come onto your screen.
Maisha Prime News and Maisha Prime Morning Edition. My hustle, my story. Maisha Prime Weekend.
Rida Kirin Chibet, Millicent Makoha, Brian Gad. Only on Maisha TV. The stage is set. The time is now. Credible news. It is prime news. Only on Maisha TV. Prepare for the beast. Informative, authoritative, unbiased. Welcome to Maisha News.
Welcome back. Kakamega ODM gubernatorial aspirant Fernandez Barasa and his running mate Ayub Savula have told the Kenya Kwanza presidential candidate William Ruto to apologize over the remarks he made against Defense Cabinet Secretary Eugene Wamalwa last week, failure to which they will rally their supporters to hold demonstrations.
Na kuongelesha na heshima, tunakupatia siku 7 uapologize kwa jamii ya Muluya. Hauwezi simama mahali kule Bungoma tena ukaenda Trans Nzoia kwa mkutano ukaita waziri wa defense kijana kutoka jamii ya Waluya ati huyo kijana Eugene Wamalwa ni mwanamke. Hiyo hatutakubali. Hauheshimu viongozi kutoka jamii ya Muluya. Kitu ya tatu, hauheshimu Muluya yoyote.
Wewe Musalia Mudavadi na kijana wetu ambaye anaitwa Moses Wetangula, nyinyi mjipange kukaa kwa upinzani, kwa sababu there is no way you are going to deliver 70% from revenue. Sisi tumejipanga. Raila Amolo Odinga ako na jeshi, and you have to promise you ikifika tarehe 9 mwezi wa 8 Raila Amolo Odinga anaenda kupata over 90% in Kakamega County. Wacha nione kura baba.
Busia County Orange Democratic Movement gubernatorial candidate Paul Otuoma is calling on the political class against propagating hate speech as they move around the country win voters. His plea coming amid calls by a section of the clergy for politicians to champion the adherence of the law and order before, during and after the general election.
Tuwe waangalifu ile maneno tunazungumuza, iwe maneno ambayo unauza sera zako, ni nini unaenda kufanya. Isiwe matamshi saa ingine ya kuleta chuki ama kueneza uongo na uvumi.
Human rights bodies now want the IEBC to be very sober when they make the decision on whether Mombasa gubernatorial aspirant Mike Mbuvi Sonko should be on the ballot. However, on Friday the Supreme Court upheld decisions by the High Court and Court of Appeal on Sonko's impeachment.
And we've seen how in the recent past, not just in the recent past, but in the last few years, these corruption cases have gone for inordinate long periods of time to the advantage of individuals seeking public office. And also, you know, what Article 99 and 193 says in regard to that anyone who has a case in court is allowed to continue to expend all and exhaust all appeal mechanisms, and until then, one can then be cleared for office. And people have taken advantage of that particular provision. And we, of course, when you look at some of the patterns in these cases, you can see that it is almost deliberate to try and seek extensions, adjournments, and so on, so at this point people can continue to get a lifeline in public office and also to vie. And that is the call that we have made to our judiciary today, and we'll continue to make. Because for us, we see that one way in terms of resolving and ensuring that people who are not suitable to hold public office, one way of ensuring that they are blocked is ensuring that by the time we get to elections, these cases are disposed and concluded, where no people do not have any other mechanisms that they can exercise, you know, and that particular judgment is final, yeah, so that we kill these inordinate extensions and prolongments of some of these cases. I think on the issue around documentation and authentication of documentation presented by candidates seeking clearance, one of the recommendations that we have made is that in future we see the need for very close multi-agency collaboration between IEBC, the Commission on University Education, others, the ESCC, and others involved in vetting, whether it is on academic qualifications or other qualifications that are required for public office, so that these processes are seamless, where we don't see someone presenting, you know, questionable certificates which have been questioned elsewhere, but then they are still cleared because of you know, what IBC then saying that, you know, they are not the ones mandated to look into those education certificates. We know that they are not. They are not the ones charged with that. But there's an entity that is responsible for that. That is the Commission on University Education, the Kenya National Qualifications Authority, NEC, and others. This should be involved way ahead of the verification, vetting, and clearance exercises. So all these agencies are sitting on one table and able to coordinate in regard to clearance. So there are proposals we have made in terms of clearing mechanisms in future, so that we don't allow people with questionable certificates to proceed and vie for office. On the question around you asked, I think you asked something around, oh yes. You know, for us as public interest organizations, as citizens of this country, when institutions exist to serve the public, we cannot afford squabbles or disagreements among institutions or individuals sitting in those institutions. There is work to be done. When there is work to be done, we expect that work to be done, because all those institutions, those public officers are seated in those particular offices and paid by taxpayers. So
the Kenya Women Teachers Association has called on the county governments to employ early childhood development education teachers on a permanent basis, as opposed to the renewal of contracts every year. Speaking in Baringo South during a Thanksgiving service, Baringo County Association's chairperson Charity Ngeno said there is also the need to review upward salaries payable to the teachers.
They should see to it that tumekuwa employed on permanent basis, as we know that we are going to follow the schemes of service. The schemes of service is in, and we look forward ya kwamba wameweka walimu wote kwa permanent and pensionable basis.
This is our 9th year, tuna sign another contract, na kulingana na sisi tumechoka. We think the county governments wameshindwa na maneno ya walimu wa ECD, and we request the national government will take that responsibility as quick as possible. Kulingana na malipo, tunalipwa malipo duni, sio kulingana na masomo yetu. Utapata mwalimu wa degree analipwa 10,000, whereas anafaa kuwa kwa job group K or J.
Alright folks, let's just take a quick commercial break. I'll be right back.
Inabamba haibambi. Hao jameni, msikubali kuwapatia viti hata kama ni kiti ya kuchunga mbuzi.
If we did snake farming, each venomous snake farmer will earn an average of $6,000.
Nakwambia upuzi ambao uko Kenya ni mwingi sana.
Tumo hatarini ya kuanguka kwa shimo ambayo tukianguka hatutatoka karne hii.
Tunanyonga nyoka kidogo kanatoka chui.
Mimi sinywi pombe wala sifuti bangi.
Kiona tumekadhirika ni kwa sababu mambo si mazuri.
Naongea na hasira mingi sana.
Wewe kijana, wacha kunijibu, unanijibu kama nani?
Ule jamaa kazi yake ni kuropokwa na makasiriko.
Na akia Mungu sina mtu. Si mnihurumie.
Usitafute mwingine.
Tuchome tusichome. Tukamatie chini tusikamatie chini.
Tabu ni mfitini, ni mtu akona ukabila, machungu kwa mwili.
Nakwambia upuzi ambao uko Kenya ni mwingi sana.
Amanda kwa usipeshaka, tarehe 9 asubuhi na mapema. Mwekeni ndani ya wilbaro na mleteni Filifi, nitakuja nimweshe maji ya nazi atulize mawazo.
Authoritative.
After the expose that has caught the attention of many Kenyans, some have come in to weigh in with their views.
Dependable. The views of members of the public cannot be taken in vain. Trusted.
The judicial test about knowing what they know. They look at you and they say, this one is like this.
And definitely love.
Hii ni station imegrow very fast na naipenda sana.
You are advising or you are directing. Number 2, Mr. Speaker.
You are now mixing up issues. Please, let's hold your horses. You know, when they ask the speaker, not everybody is a speaker. So I am following. I'll add in 5 minutes.
We are here to inform.
Kama mwananchi hajachanganyikiwa, anajua tofauti ya MCA na mjumbe, kwani atachanganyikiwa vipi asijue kani ni executive kani ni
on record that there is nobody who is above the law.
Educate.
Being poor does not mean God did not give you a good brain. So money does not buy everything. And let me warn further that there are already people collecting money.
And entertain you 24 hours of the day. And 7 days of the week.
Mombasa is under what we say lock and key.
Maisha TV. Choose it, watch it, and love it.
Alright, welcome back. You are watching Maisha Prime News. Let's get our education segment.
Our journey to tell great stories in the education sector led us to Vihiga County, one of the 47 fast-growing counties in the country. Along Chavakali Kaimosi Road, we were greatly received by Busali Union Boys High School. Busali Union Secondary School is a public secondary school located in Sabatia near Chemakanga Town, Sabatia constituency in Vihiga County. Founded in 1964, the school has grown from a small educational center to an academics giant in the region. It began as a mixed school. However, the girls were separated from the boys in 2006. Busali Union Boys High School Principal Mr. Phineas Mukanda tells us more.
My name is Phineas Mukanda.
I'm the current principal of this school, Busali Union Secondary School. Busali Union Secondary School was started way back in the year 1964. It was started on a Rambe basis. It was a mixed school. I joined this school in the year 2010. And when I came to the school, the enrollment was 138 students, both boys and girls. Now, as I'm talking now, we are boasting over 430 students. We first out the girls in the year 2006, and currently we are only admitting boys. This school is located in Sabatia sub-county of Vihiga County. It is on Mago Chamakanga Road. It is not very far from Kapsabet Chavakali Road. It is just 1.5 kilometers of that road.
Academically, Busali Union Boys High School is consistently ranked among the Kenya's well-performing schools, excelling in both local and national examinations.
In the year 2020 KCSE results, Busali Union was the most improved school in terms of KCSE in Sabatia sub-county as well as Vihiga County, having taken position 12 in Sabatia out of 37 schools, out of 37 schools rather, and position 28 out of 161 schools in Vihiga County. We were able to send at least 7 university qualifiers out of the 58 students who had been enrolled for KCSE. In the year 2021, there was a slight drop in our mean, but then we were able to attain position 16 out of 37 in Sabatia sub-county, and we were position 38 out of 161 schools in Vihiga County. And we are sending 8 university qualifiers direct out of the 53 students who are enrolled for KCSE. The school is having 16 TSC teachers and 5 BOM teachers. We also have got 15 non-teaching staff, and I want to take this opportunity to thank all of them for being very, very supportive. In terms of academics, Busali Union has not been left behind.
Besides academics, Busali Union Boys High School is among the best schools in Vihiga with excellent extracurricular activities which include scouting, soccer, among others.
Now, in terms of co-curricular activities, Busali Union also has not been left behind. We've been doing quite well in terms of drama. For instance, in the year 2018, our choral verse went up to the national level, representing Western region. Then in the year 2019, we had just done our county festival, drama festival, and our choral verse was doing quite well. And then it was interrupted because of the COVID pandemic. The boys were not able to proceed because all activities were stopped. We are looking forward to a very, very fruitful festival when it will resume in the year 2023. Busali Union has also been going for the music festival up to the national level up to the year 2017. The previous 3 years we were doing quite well, going up to national level in the category of own composition. We have also done quite well in terms of football. Under 19, we have gone up to the county finals rather, and then under 16, we have also reached the county finals.
Admission to this school is highly competitive. Those admitted here must be of good academic performance and discipline.
I want to make an appeal to those willing to bring their boys to school. Our school is located in a very favorable place. The location of the school provides a very conducive learning environment, in the sense that we are not very near a big town, we are not very near a big market, which could influence the boys negatively. Therefore, you are all welcome to bring your boys to this very, very wonderful school so that they can be able to learn very effectively and do careers of their dream. This is one of the schools in Vihiga County, which is endowed with farm. We normally don't buy maize during our third term because we normally farm approximately 3 acres of land. We also grow vegetables in our school farm, and therefore those are income generating activities. We also have got dairy animals, and these dairy animals, though they are not doing very well, we normally get at least 10 liters of milk per day, which goes a long way in providing tea for the teaching and the non-teaching staff.
Despite a few challenges, the principal, Mr. Finhas Mukanda, has done a tremendous amount of work to uplift the school.
When I joined the school in the year 2010, we did not have reliable water. The boys and girls were forced to go across the road to get water from the nearby stream. Now we were able to sink a borehole, and using as a massive water pump, we normally pump the water into a water tank, and then the water is gotten into the taps in the dormitories, as well as in the kitchen and the laboratory. Now, in terms of lighting, when I came to the school, we did not have a backup, so whenever the lights would go off, the boys would actually go and sleep. But I'm proud to say that we were able to achieve a generator. We purchased one, and therefore the problem of lighting whenever we have outages is no longer a problem to us. Because of the very low enrollment, the school had purchased a school bus on hire purchase, and the bus was almost being repossessed because we were not able to clear the balance. But thank God, Honorable Musalia Mudavadi, when he was the MP for Sabatia and Deputy Prime Minister through the CDF, we were able to pay for the bus. We have also been able to put up a modern gate. Initially, the gate that was there was one of the old type, but currently we are boasting of a modern gate, such that when guests come to a school, they get a very, very positive impression. Now, currently we are doing a dormitory. We have put up a dormitory. We have done plaster of the walls. We have fitted in the doors and windows. We are yet to do the final touches, and we are making an appeal to any well-wishers who can come our way to help us complete that dormitory, which is going to be housing about 200 students.
For Maisha Prime Education Segment, Bushabi Jr.
Let's shift gears to our daily business feature, My Hustle, My Story.
The world keeps on flourishing. The world keeps on growing. Every person has the power to venture into business and help the world back to his country, down to his county to grow. It looks like a journey that has no specific formula, but at the end, the only formula guaranteed is to give it a try and then start. Maisha TV My Hustle Walk led us to Bungoma town in Bungoma County on the streets of Old Rex area, where we met Mwando Kennedy, a business personnel who owns a timber yard.
Kwa majina naitwa Kennedy Mwando. I'm a business person within Bungoma town. Mostly I deal with timber and transport. So biashara ya timber, majorly we major on construction. Na supply, most of our customers ni contractors and pia wale watu wanajenga their own houses.
He narrates on how he started his business away from specializing in another field.
Mimi initially I was not a business person. I trained in pharmacy. After training in pharmacy, nikakutana with my brother John. Tukaanza kuuza vitabu. Tukauza vitabu, akaniacha to become a business person. So nikawachana na ile biashara. Most of what nilisoma nao wako hospitali wameandikwa. Most of them wako wameandikwa kwa chemist nini, but mimi nilikuja nikaingia kwa biashara. Kaniambia fungua mbao, tukafungua mbao, nikaanza run biashara. Vile niliingia kwa biashara nikaona it is vizuri because you control your own money. Unaweza fanya anything at your own free will. Hiyo ndio mzuri ya biashara.
Just like any other journey, the business faces some challenges, among them being the issue of harassment from the forest guards, just like he outlines.
This year, we may face a very big challenge, especially National Treasury to disburse the funds to the county. Because most of our customers, the contractors sipolipwa, our business inaenda down. And I deal with the timber na supply of sand. So the moment the county government na delay to disburse the funds, we face the challenge of payment. It trickles down to our business. Currently, we have no business. We are in election time. People are not constructing. People are in the mood of wait and see. So currently, we have no business. Challenge yenye sisi we are facing is the levies of county government. Especially our business levies are a bit high. So customer accessibility of customers inakuwa difficult.
Kennedy connected the whole story by advising other people who are out to do different kind of businesses.
Ushauri mostly ni patience. Patience, ukianza kupanda ngazi unaanzia chini. Mimi nilistart from down kitambo, nikakuwa patient, alafu savings. You must have a very good savings. Uangalie today umeuza ngapi, profit ni ngapi. You should not spend more than what you have made profit, you know. So you must have a saving habit. Kuwe na record. Uangalie stock yako, ulianza hivi asubuhi, umeuza ngapi, profit ni ngapi, such that when you spend you need. Alafu pia nitakana ukuwe na good record with your financial institutions. Mostly financial institution ndio imeboost sana. The moment labda like you want to have your own vehicle, you want to have your own transport, you have to alliance with the bank. Wanakupea asset finance, alafu unaanza kulipa pole pole.
Antonio Sundwa, Maisha Prime, Maisha Television.
You've just heard the latest news around the globe. Again, this is Maisha Prime News. News with no bias, news with no exemption, delivering nothing but the truth. This has been Sharon Chepchumba bringing you the latest news around Kenya and globe. Thank you for being with us.